Hey, so it has been a long while since I last um, um, had a trash talk on the stock market or something along the lines. Okay, so let's take a good look at the market right now. Today is 15th of June 2022, and right now is 9:41 Singapore time. All right, so what a roller coaster ride for the S&P 500, right? So right now, S&P S&P 500 right now is at this 3780 level. Um, um, a, a further drop from above 4,000 points since I last updated my this trash talk series. All right, so so we can actually take a look at the so so I can actually get this out, and we can have a good talk about it. Okay, let me just get this out. um, so I am supposed to launch my Microsoft PowerPoint, and I'm going to bring this to my PowerPoint. Okay, it's okay. I think I can just leave it on the desktop first, and yes, so launch PowerPoint. Okay, so it takes a while. Alright, so things are pretty good. Alright, let me just drag this chart to PowerPoint. Okay, so I think you can see that um, I think just a week ago we are talking about here. Okay, and just a week ago S&P 500 was well above for the 4,000 level. Okay, so somewhere here, let me just insert so let me just insert a line here, so somewhere here. Okay, so S&P was well above of the 4,100 level. Okay, um, just a week ago, but things have things have taken a drastic turn since last week. Okay, so it dropped this much and this much and this much, and finally here and now S&P 500 is hovering, I think, at 377 something. All right, so um, this is the S&P 500 right now um, level. Okay, so I talk about S&P is actually in the bear market. Okay, so what is a bear market? A bear market is um, a a more than 20% drop. Okay, from the peak. Okay, so in the realm of investing industry, a bear market is a 20 or more percent drop from the peak, so it's called a bear market. Okay, all right, so S&P 500 right now is definitely in the bear market. Okay, I don't know whether the S&P 500 index is going to go up from here, or stay flat, or go go up again from here, or go down from here, or stay flat. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, but the fact is S&P 500 right now is in the bear market. Okay, so 20%, 20 plus percent drop from the peak. All right, so because of this, okay, the S&P 500 being in the bear market, so the market is actually in a risk on mode, right? It's in a risk on mode, which means the market is very cautious, and the market is very scared. Okay, but I guess there is this um, a very small percentage of investors out there. So I'm mentioning investors. All right. So I don't use the term investors anyhow or loosely like the mainstream media. Okay. So in fact, today probably I should talk about the definition of investors and versus speculators. Um, Probably um, um, and one more term called no ideas. All right. So what are investors? Okay. So strictly speaking, investors are people who um, stays invested for the long term. Okay. So what do I mean by stays invested for the long term? Okay. So long term means um, they they invest in the vicinity of years or decades. Okay, so this is my definition of, or I will say this is my loose definition of being an investor. All right, and then what about in that? What about speculators? Okay, speculators are people who speculate. Okay, they trade in and out of the market. Um, Frequently. Okay, so speculators are people who trade in and out of the market frequently. Some do it um, for a profession, and some do it out of their own whims. Some do it out of their hobbies. All right, so I call these people speculators. All right, and then what are no ideas? Okay, so no ideas are people who have no ideas, basically. So people who have no ideas. Okay, and and um, and because they have no ideas, so um, they don't speculate as much. Okay, so personally speaking, I consider myself um, um, one of, or a mix of these two. Okay, both investors and no ideas. Okay, so I know myself. I hope I know myself pretty well enough uh, to not speculate in the stock market, and I'm willing to stay invested for the long term, and I'm talking about um, um, in terms of years and decades, right? So and um, I have no discrimination against speculators, but I, I just don't wish myself to be one of the speculators. All right. So and I hope um, those who watch my videos and you don't engage in these speculative actions. All right. So hopefully you don't engage in any of the speculative actions recently. All right. So um, my advice to those who watch my videos, so be a investor if you can, and uh, be also aware of you need not know a lot of things to to stay invested um, for the long term in the market. All right, so it's okay to be a no ideas. All right, it's okay to be a no idea. All right, okay. So I'm a mix of investors and no idea. All right, okay. So today's market action is I will say quite feisty. Um, the S&P 500 has risen 1.4%. All right, and a lot of stocks are up, I guess. Yes. So okay, except one. In my watch list, Baba is down, but it's just uh, uh, down by like less than 1%. All right. For the rest of the market or the stocks I am I have watch listed, they are mostly up. Okay, and they are up quite significantly. All right. So at the at this level, S&P 500. Where's the S&P 500? Okay, all right here. Okay, so at the current S&P 500 level, 3789, which is still in the bear market, and I think it's a good time to add, or it's a good time to invest for those who are new to the market. But for those who have not in for those who have invested before, and for those who are already invested, I would suggest you need to add according to your situation. For myself, I will at the current level, I have nibble a little bit every now and then when the S&P 500 index is below the 3800 level. So this is my strategy. So I'm willing to add a little bit more when the S&P is down another 10%. 10% from here um, is uh, is below the 3500 level. All right, so 10% below this 3787 level is below 3500 level. So till then, I will just wait and see, because I think I have a substantial amount of holdings at the moment, which I don't plan to add substantially to it. All right. And is there anything interesting? Yes. Okay. So it will be it will be a big disappointment if I talk about the stock market without mentioning this Bitcoin. Okay, so the Bitcoin, or the cryptocurrency market, recently um, had had its moment of truth. All right, so 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 you can see this. So a week ago, so Bitcoin was still at the 30,000 level. Right now is hovering above 21,000 level. So let's see a drop of how much. So a drop of 31%. All right, in a week. Okay, so I'm not trying to say Bitcoin will bottom here, or Bitcoin will continue to fall off the cliff from here onwards. No, I'm not trying to predict what Bitcoin is going to perform. What I'm trying to give you here is the fact. Okay, Bitcoin has dropped 30%, close to 31% in a week, and you have to have your own critical thinking, and whether you want to buy into Bitcoin, or you want to add into Bitcoin, or for those who are holding Bitcoin, you have to make your own decision whether you want to sell all your Bitcoins right now, even when you are at a loss or substantial loss, I assume. Okay, so if you look at the 5-year chart of Bitcoin, right, I think since the March 2020 low, Bitcoin was at like 5,000 USD dollars level in March 2020, and it has risen how much? It has risen yeah, it has risen 317% since then. Okay, in slightly more than 2 years. All right, so it has risen 317%. Okay, so but the thing is, I guess majority of the people out there, I don't think they bought Bitcoin at the March 2020 level. Okay, I assume, and I think my assumption is more right than wrong. Most people bought Bitcoin at the I would say at the 60,000 maybe, yeah, at the 60,000 level. Okay, at the 60,000 level, and definitely and more than 31,000 level. Okay, so for those who actually bought above the 21,000 level, I will say they are way underwater right now, and majority of the people are underwater. Okay, so make your own decision whether you want to invest in bitcoins or other cryptocurrencies. I have no advice for you when it comes to crypto because I'm not an expert in crypto. But personally, I don't believe in Bitcoin because I just don't believe in Bitcoin. Okay, this is just my way of thinking. Okay, you might not need to follow my way of thinking. Okay, so but you have to have critical thinking. Okay, don't just blindly follow anyone's advice. All right, so have your own thinking cap on, and yeah, make your own decision when it comes to investing decisions. All right, okay, so let's take a look at the S&P 500 again. And yes, so S&P 500 is up today and is up by a lot. When I say a lot, is like yeah, so it finally gives investors some hope the market is actually turning around. Okay, from the recent rout. But nobody knows whether this uptrend today signals the beginning of a bull market. So nobody knows. Okay, I'm not saying this uptrend today signals the start of the bull market in the future. No, but today the market is up by 1.4%, and yes, so when it's up, so I have no intention to add to my existing holdings at all at the moment. Okay, I will just wait for it to but anyway, so another strategy of mine is I like to accumulate stocks over time. So I love adding stocks to my existing portfolios when it hits certain levels, which I find is fairly valued or undervalued. Okay, so you might not want to follow my strategy, so you have to come up with your own strategy. All right, so yes, I think that's about it for today. And yep, so yeah, it has been a while. I can't really remember uh, uh, how long is the hiatus, okay, between this video and my last published video. Okay, but yes, so I feel like I want to give a trash talk today, so that's why I'm having this trash talk. Okay, but thank you for watching, and bye bye.